seed and you're eating my... We're rolling on that? Guys, I have something actually really exciting I want to talk about.
Really?
Yeah. Well, good, because Keith's not here, and
but he will be in just a few minutes.
He will be.
So get it out quick.
Okay, guys.
This is for the real ones.
Well, this is honestly, I do think Keith will have something curious about this as well. Have you heard of the Ninja Creamy?
No.
A gasp in the room.
Is this going to be a coffee?
No.
the creamy.
The Ninja.
Wow, you can't be talking about your creamy.
I'm not talking about. Excuse me.
We talked about.
I'm talking about an appliance that I would like to buy called the Ninja Creamy.
This is Ninja the blender.
Yeah, Ninja not from Fortnite fame. This is even though Ninja to some is creamy from Fortnite.
If Ninja the streamer sold the Ninja Creamy,
honestly, if I could get a Ninja from Fortnite branded Ninja Creamy, I think that would be really excellent for me.
I'm gonna steal your car and wrap it in Ninja Fortnite.
That would be so funny. You could do a car wrap.
Guys,
of Ninja
this
Fortnite.
is Miles saying that he's okay with that.
Can we Fortnite wrap your car? That's so funny. And it's like it's like Battle Royale, Victory Royale, or it's just like really, really graphic anime pornography.
What? Oh my God. What? we could do
That's such a mean prank.
You have to at least drive it to get it taken
Yeah,
off.
you have to drive it somewhere, and we have to take pictures
It's been
in it.
forever since we've done an escalating prank battle.
Oh God, that's so funny. I would like to get involved, but I do worry it'll get too intense.
Yeah, it always gets to a point of like, oh, this is no longer that fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just ruined everything.
As long as we shake hands in the beginning,
Yeah,
look into each other's eyes and say, no hard feelings.
I like that. I do think you could do an Impractical Joker style where it's like you're getting pranked, but they know like you have to go into a Whole Foods, and,
Right, sure.
have a mental breakdown.
All right, I'm file saving this. I'm gonna write it down. Tell us about this creamy.
The Ninja Creamy is supposed to be an ice cream machine that turns anything into ice cream. Let me just go ahead and look it up.
Oh.
The Ninja Creamy.
And this is top of mind today at 9 a.m.
Well, yes. Well, yes. The Ninja Creamy has been on my mind for the last day and a half since I heard about it. Dreams can come true right on your countertop. Almost any frozen delectable. This is not an ad, but I am reading the brand copy from the Ninja Kitchen website. I just am curious about it because I think it would be fun for Try Guys specifically. Almost any frozen delectable we've always wanted can now be magically transformed right at home with the Creamy. And guess how creamy is spelled? Creami. And cream is all caps and the I is lowercase.
No, because they should have done Y.
Creamy.
They should not have done
Ninja Creamy.
I'm surprised there's no IE.
That's well, IE. I think I is too close to IE.
I like IE.
You like IE?
I
You
like-
like creamy that way?
I feel under attack.
There's no world where I'm not buying this on Amazon.
So when you say
Fuck Amazon though. Sorry. There's no world where I'm not buying the Ninja Creamy from a bespoke local product, local appliance producer.
when it says it can creamy anything,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Don't even start with me, Zach.
where do you think I'm going?
What do you think I'm gonna? Oh, you think?
What do you think I'm?
You think you're gonna try to Ninja Creamy your bum?
I'm a cast. I was gonna say avocado.
You could probably creamy an avocado.
Like, can it creamy? Like, what does that mean? Do I
What
just?
can you put in a Ninja Creamy? See, guys,
Does it creamy?
this is I'm just excited about the idea of being like, oh, I had a morning coffee, creamy. I'm making creamy all day.
Well, and I
Perfect
also-
Ninja Creamy recipe. What else can you use the Ninja Creamy for? Ice cream, sorbet, gelato, milkshake.
So do you put it in the freezer then?
No, the creamy is the
what's
freezer.
the one recipe that makes the
Yeah.
creamy worth it for you on Reddit?
This is just
good.
an extended ad segment. We
It's
have
not.
to balance it out.
Okay.
Say some shit about it, just to make sure.
Ninja could be a fucking corrupt brand.
It could. I mean, the marketing is insane.
Ninja.
Creamy.
Creamy is, yeah.
I'm gonna say I find insane is that the capital cream lowercase I
It's bad.
that is unhinged, and
Yeah.
I wonder if at any point they were like, I know the eye cream. No,
The Ninja Creamy.
cream eye.
The cream high.
Maybe you're saying it wrong.
Maybe it's creamy.
Cream eye.
Cream
Eye.
eye? Could even worse.
Cream eye
Well.
for the hungry guy.
That's interesting,
Nice.
Zach. Okay, so this is on the r/Ninja Creamy subreddit. What's the one recipe that makes the creamy worth it? And people say, I was blown away by just watermelon, lime juice, and salt on the sorbet setting.
Okay.
But then someone said, a pineapple can is enough for me.
Okay.
So it's creamy.
Holy shit.
It can creamy almost anything. This is my thing. And I know Try Guys are sort of in the food world, but I'm going to creamy before Try Guys has the capacity to creamy.
It was said on this podcast, we own this intellectual
No,
property.
I thought about it yesterday. I think that we can both, how about this? We both do a creamy video. And I say, can it creamy? Rhett and Link surely have to have done a can it creamy.
They've definitely done a can it ice cream, but they have not done a can it creamy.
Can it creamy? Can it creamy? Reese's. They just, this is, just watching a TikTok. Guys, the Ninja Creamy. No, turn it off.
Zach is wearing his lit socks though, so
Yes,
he is
Zach-
in a way vibes only.
Oh,
am
God, that's
devastated.
Lit on
I
the
am
socks?
absolutely devastated that you noticed that, Rainie.
No,
I
that's-
put these socks on this morning and I said, Miles is going to roast these.
And you know it was
and,
Rainie.
and then I said, no, my pants are long enough. They'll never see what it says.
Yeah.
These are jingle bell, like Christmas
Lit?
ornament socks.
God, it's like, we get it. You're a YouTuber. Like, relax.
Then up the side say lit in yellow text. They're very comfortable.
I have a very exciting segment,
Oh, I'm very excited to hear it.
which is called the Cha-Cha Slide.
Cha-Cha slide. Is this going to be about a DM slide?
Is this about
No, but I wish.
That's
That's my
pretty good.
favorite kind of segment where we DM like
I know. I love that. We could DM a celebrity.
Let's do it. Maybe we'll do whatever the segment is. We'll DM it to them and see if they like it.
Yeah.
Isn't Cha-Cha Slide what we named the chai matcha latte with olive oil?
Yes, the cha-cha slide because it makes the poop slide out of your butt.
Right.
No, that's exactly right.
Because it makes the poop slide out of your butt.
Because it makes the poop slide out of your
It
butt.
makes the poop slide.
But I'm interested in this, Rainie. What's the segment?
Okay, so we're going to be doing a sliding scale of all things cha.
All things cha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Explain that.
we're gonna rate on a scale of 1 to 5, best to worst, or like, is this 1 out of 5?
real quick before you even go, Miles, I want you to guess.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go back and forth. How many chas can you guess that will be on this list?
That's a great game. Great game.
Charmander.
Childish Gambino.
Char, like on a like a chicken breast.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, now I want to say charbroiled, but I can't say
I've
that.
already done it.
Chandler Binks.
Okay, so yours are bad. What about, okay, how about this? Change.
Change.
The original cha.
That
It really is the
It
original.
originally is the original cha.
I got
Nature
stuck
Cha.
on thinking they all had to be char. I forgot
No.
what the game was.
Yeah,
Cha.
that's right.
Okay, well, there's Charo.
Charo.
We love her.
We love Charo. Sclero as well.
Charlo.
Well, enough of this.
Charlemagne the God.
Oh, that's actually a good cha.
That's a
Rainie,
good
are
cha.
any
There's
of these
lots
on the
of
cha
chas.
list?
Chance
None-
the Rapper.
None of these are on the chas.
Chance Time from
No
Mario
way.
Party.
Oh my God, Chance Time?
Chance Time.
Wow.
You don't remember that? When
Zach
you were
is
playing-
showing his cards about Chance Time.
You don't-
Can you make the sound again?
Yeah, you'd be playing Mario Party. No, you made it too breathy.
Time.
Jesus.
It's a good note. Good note.
Time.
Zach in a kink session.
Yeah, you're right.
You made
Less
it too
breath.
breathy. Too much breath.
All right, first up, we've got horchata.
Oh, I see what Rainie did. So Rainie's putting cha in the center.
The cha
She's
can be
centering
anywhere.
cha in the conversation and in the word.
Cha can be anywhere.
And now, am I?
That's right.
That's right. Cha can be everywhere. It's
I
everywhere.
want a gif of that.
But I'm also like, I can't think of another word that has cha in the center of it, like horchata.
Well,
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
So we're ranking it or
1 to
rating
5,
it.
Do
One
we
to-
like? I say it's 5. It's
Oh.
one of my favorite beverages.
I think that horchata is 5 out of 5.
God
It's
tier.
rice cereal milk, and I love it.
Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
Emma Chamberlain.
Really good.
I can't believe we missed that one.
Rainie?
Chamber. Well, so here's the thing about Chambies.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's been a while since we checked in with Chambies, Zach's
Yeah.
personal friend
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
years ago who got too popular and won't
Best
text him
friend.
back.
My best friend.
But now Chamberlain for me is now stratosphere level celebrity. She's no longer a YouTuber. That's interesting to me. However,
Yeah.
somebody whose I have really enjoyed over the last year is Role Model. And they broke up, and I love the new album. And I think it's fantastic, and it's all about Emma Chamberlain. It's so obvious that it's about Emma Chamberlain, and like there's a song called Frances, Emma Frances Chamberlain. That's fantastic, and I think he's a great musician, and he's funny on social media.
He's funny, yeah.
So interesting. We're talking about Emma Chamberlain.
Yeah.
And you've decided to center her ex in this conversation.
Well, I've decided to center her lore, her legend status. I think she's responsible for Role Model's new album.
Yes.
She was the muse.
She was the muse,
the
and I
muse.
think that means that she's awesome. Also,
Okay.
I don't
And
know
it's
what else.
news. They broke up. We haven't talked about her since they broke up.
Yeah.
And it was kind of tea.
It was tea. Why did they break up? We have no idea.
We have no idea. It's
Rainie,
not
boots on the
public.
ground.
Boots
I
on the
want
ground.
you
I'll
to
make
go to her
something up.
house.
Boots on the ground, Rainie. Was it an amicable split?
I think it was amicable. Honestly, I think that
You
they
heard
were
it here
just growing
first.
apart. They were growing apart.
Yeah, it seems like they had been together for 3 years. She was a child star. He was just some guy.
It does remind me of
was a
like,
skater
you know, there's that religion where it's like you live a bunch of lives and then you ascend to the highest form once you've learned everything.
Like reincarnation?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
talking about Hinduism?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of feels like YouTubers who get to mainstream media is like that.
It's the caste system.
That's so funny.
Kind of.
YouTubers live 1,000 lives. Honestly, that is true though.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you think about Zach, like he's lived 1,000 lives.
Yeah,
like,
what caste system am I in now?
Well, yeah, because you
Yeah.
started, you were sort of like, you were the proletariat, you were making videos in the content mines.
Seems like maybe I'm slipping back.
Then maybe, then you became the bourgeoisie. You go up, and then it's sort of like, and you kind of slips
Now
back
you got
down
Come on
again.
back down here, Zach.
Zatico Tico.
Humble.
Humbled
Get humble,
by
sit
Zatico
down.
Tico goes down. But no, I think you're right, Rainie.
Yeah,
where,
and
like,
she's made it.
Like there was a whole era of, you know, this show where we were making it like on Zoom. And now we're in person talking about the Cha-Cha Slide.
Talking about the cha-cha slide. Get down now, y'all. Okay, tchotchkes.
You know that I'm a little tchotchke slut. I love me some tchotchkes.
I love a tchotchke as well. I think that I like a trinket. When I go to someone's house, I want their personality to surround me like a warm hug.
and
I want their
nothing
little shits.
nothing showcases that. Like little things.
Can we
Little
talk
bitty
about,
bitty
okay, so
things.
here's the thing about tchotchkes. I love a tchotchke, but when I go to a branded conglomerate that has like antiques, I want to die. I want to fucking choke on
Yeah.
Branded
marble.
conglomerate that has antiques. What
Let
what
me
does
just,
that mean?
okay. Well, I don't want to trash this place.
Trash 'em.
No, I don't want to trash this place because I actually
Trash 'em.
did appreciate the sandwich that I got there.
Okay.
But I went to an iconic Texas chain that is beloved.
Whataburger.
I loved
He
the
hates
idea of it.
Whataburger.
I loved the food.
Miles hates Whataburger.
Buc-ee's.
No.
I went to Buc-ee's, and I loved the environment at first, but there's a giant sort of like branded antique section of Buc-ee's that I found to be the seventh layer of hell. The sandwiches, phenomenal. The otherwise vibe, very interesting to me. The Buc-ee's plush, that was nice. But I find that sometimes people misinterpret like a tchotchke to be like,
Something creepy.
or it's like, oh, this is all like, you know, made mass in a factory.
Yeah.
you know?
Interesting. Now, what do you feel about going to an old antique store and finding
Now we're
a
talking.
McDonald's toy from
Yes.
1972?
That's a good tchotchke to me.
Yeah, I like
you're
that.
finding a thrift store
I'm
pencil.
gonna pop some tags.
Um,
Tchotchke, an
Yeah.
interesting addition to the cha section because it is not spelled cha.
Really?
how do you spell tchotchke?
I believe it's like T-S.
Oh, I think.
Oh,
you're,
that's right.
I think you're correct.
Cha. It's a
Sotsky.
it's a weird one.
Yeah.
Sotsky.
Sotsky.
Yeah, we've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. Sotsky.
Sotsky.
What's your final score?
Tchotchke is a 5 out of 5. All
Whoa.
these.
So tchotchke for me is a 3 out of 5 because it depends on the tchotchke.
Yeah, mine is
They're,
2.
they're not. Oh, you
I'm
don't like a
throwing.
tchotchke?
No,
Oh,
I
I'm
just think
throwing
it's
hands
just
about this.
crowded. Like it's kind of like I just kind of always want to throw them away.
Well, so here's the thing. I sort of oscillate into two extremes. I want to be a minimalist who lives off the grid,
Yeah.
and I want to have every possible item in my home. And I feel like every couple months, I'm like, Sarah, we're throwing everything away. And then I'm like, actually, we're not going to do that because we should put everything on a little shelf.
Yeah.
I think my happiest life would be wall-to-wall shelves, like
Yeah.
up to like 10 rows deep from floor to ceiling with tchotchkes surrounding me. I want to be surrounded by little goofy things.
I do like the idea of
A
like
nightmare to walk into, I'm sure.
I know. To me, it's all about that shelf space because I do think that like I want nice things, but I want to display them properly. Like if something is not on a shelf where I can see it, if it's in a box in my closet, like I want to burn my house down. That's if something is out of sight, I do want it to be out of mind.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
have the thing where like I look in my drawers at my desk at home, and I'm like, I could dump all this in the garbage.
Yeah.
I would never know.
And if I would almost rather someone else did it because the second I open it, I'm like, oh, this stuff I would
Yeah.
like to keep, but
Yeah.
I would rather dump it in the garb.
100%.
Yeah, I fully lack object permanence. So if I don't see things, I don't know I own them. I'm like babies in that way.
Yeah.
But I also little things make me happy. And so the one I'm thinking about right now is we have this little ghost. It's like a
You have a ghost
fabric
in your home.
ghost. Yeah, my home is haunted.
He's teeny.
No, it was like they were selling them at Target. They were selling out like crazy, and so Maggie's sister made one for us. It's like a little tufted ghost. That I don't know how. It's like imagine a plushy ghost with like loose fabric and then cute little eyes.
Hey, Zach,
We bring it.
we got it.
So I don't think you're picturing it. It's like a
described at this point. You've described it as a tufted ghost, a little ghost, a ghost. We understand that it is a little ghost and it's probably soft.
Imagine a fleece blanket with eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we brought it out for Halloween, and I was so happy. I was like, Ghosty, my dude, where the fuck you been, bro? Dapping him up when I come home. Was so excited to see him. And then what? All of a sudden, turns November 1st. Ghosty's supposed to go back into his cage.
No, that's a bummer.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, guy, Maggie, Thanksgiving, Christmas can be spooky.
Oh.
It's a spooky time.
You miss him already.
I am fighting to keep him out. I've brought him. I have taken him out and put him back to see if Maggie will notice twice. And she's like, "What's he doing out?" I'm like, "Oh my god, that's so crazy."
That's
Ghost.
crazy that he's a ghost and he came
wow,
out.
he's like haunted or something.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, New Year coming up. It's the perfect time to get organized, set your goals, prioritize what matters. And when we're talking about priorities, financial wellness has got to be on the top of the list. Thanks to Rocket Money, that goal is super achievable because they show you all of your subscriptions right in one place, and they help you easily cancel the ones you're not using anymore. I had so many subscriptions that I had forgotten about, and that is not a good place to be. Rocket Money also pulls together all your spending across all different accounts, so you can clearly track your spending habits and then see where you can cut. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/tripod today. That's rocketmoney.com/tripod. rocketmoney.com/tripod. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's the holiday season, you know it. That means it's time for cozy hot cocoa. And honestly, it's blanket season. That's the biggest thing to me. Get myself under a weighted blanket, that's all that matters. And we're talking about comfort. Therapy is a great way to bring yourself some comfort that never goes away, even when the season changes. Therapy is crucial to my weekly routine, frankly, as well as just making me the polished, happy person I want to be. And there's something about the season changing. I think it's the light. It's the sunlight. Having someone to talk to, I know that's super crucial for me. If you're listening, you might feel the same way. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time, no additional charge. Find comfort this December with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/tripod today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/tripod.
I do think that the seasons are too short and that there needs to be more fluidity in between because as soon as
this is
Halloween's
an
over,
unpopular take.
I feel that Halloween is over all of a sudden and I'm like, well, I just got a taste to watch spooky movies.
I
And
agree.
all of a sudden, autumnal vibe is gone.
We're coming back around to the holiday season. Sounds like you weren't ready last year, but you're on my page this year. Say it with me, everybody. Christmas trees stay up until
No.
Valentine's Day.
No, I disagree.
Keep it up through February. Let's go, everybody. Put it up late. Don't put it up at November 1st. You don't need it yet. Your serotonin is still doing well. Okay?
Yeah,
I'm gonna pound the drum every single year. You're miserable.
I want to
Come January, you are going to be fucking miserable.
You're gonna want
You know what's
Christmas.
gonna make you a little happy? A little light up tree in your home.
Yeah, to me, the longer the Christmas tree stays up, the greater the mental illness
Yes.
is diagnosable. It's
And
like,
it's just-
huh, Jan 10.
Ooh.
Are you okay?
But what if?
Yeah.
But what if? Instead of putting it up November 1st or November 5th or
You
November
put
10th,
it up the 25th?
you put it up. I'm saying mid-December. You go
In
with
January, you put the fucking tree up.
Sure. I think that people who jump on Christmas
Yeah.
are. I see a Christmas tree and Christmas cheer as a break glass in case of emergency for the depths of despair of winter.
Well, really, the problem is that Christmas should be in January.
Yeah.
Hashtag Christmas in January.
Hashtag Christmas
Let's start the movement.
Christmas.
Let's move Christmas.
Move
it
that
wasn't when Jesus was born. Any
Christmas.
move that holiday.
I would fuck
Jesus
with
wasn't
that
born
so
then anyway.
hard.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I do think that that's a good take.
Yeah.
Christmas should be. And what do you think it should be, Zach?
Let's go January 20th.
Okay,
January 6th.
sort of eating a MLK Day's lunch. I was gonna say.
We can swap them.
Oh,
MLK Day on January 6th. This is
No. I'm not putting MLK Day
Jesus
on
Christ,
Jan 6th.
Zach. I do think that Christmas at the end of Jan makes sense
Yeah.
for me because it's like
Maybe-
new
yeah.
beginnings, Christmas presents. And I think that Halloween Thanksgiving blended into one season.
Yeah.
Move
Because like a
Thanksgiving back
spooky
week.
pumpkin actually is kind of Thanksgiving style.
Yeah.
Because Thanksgiving's no longer about the lie that we told about the pilgrims, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Thanksgiving is just sort of like we all get together and we celebrate the autumn
Yeah.
harvest.
I've said this before, but I really want New Year's Eve to be in the summer.
That's
Such a funny take.
crazy.
I
Tell me
agree
more.
with it though, because
Right?
I think it's like you want to be like, wow, like
Refresh, renewal, jump
yeah,
in the pool.
that's right. Or
cleanse.
spring, to be honest.
Spring.
A spring New
Wow.
Year's Eve. Let's tackle it. Let's tackle it once and for all. When we put the holidays.
Okay,
I love the
Halloween?
year starts in fucking May.
Yeah.
I think this is a good
Yes.
idea.
Year starts in May. Thanksgiving has to stay where it is because we like
and Halloween for that matter.
I think Halloween I'm gonna say stays.
You know what we could do? Okay, this is a crazy pitch. We swap them. Thanksgiving happens first, and then it's like, because you know why? People put out pumpkins for Thanksgiving, they start to rot.
Oh,
Becomes
there we go.
Scary, becomes spooky. Winter happens. Still spooky, still spooky, still spooky. End of January, the spook turns into cheer. And then Easter.
and then we keep up the Christmas trees for an extra month.
I agree. I think that's good.
Okay.
We have the leave, because the problem is Thanksgiving happens and then it's, we put up the trees and we have
It's
1
like,
month. I think it's like Halloween happens and it's 2 months to Christmas.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, we're cooking. Guys, we're fucking I hope you're snapping in your car right now.
Fucking new holiday calendar just dropped.
4th of July, you're now the 3rd of August.
I actually love that. 4th of July, we celebrate August 3. I think it's really, really nice. Yeah. The other ones don't matter as much. They can stay where they are.
Labor Day,
Flag Day, I don't really have the heart to move.
President's Day, we're just getting rid of it.
Yeah. President's Day, I think, can go away. We don't need to fucking celebrate.
Oh, but when are we
Yeah.
gonna all buy cars? Toyotathon.
Oh, Toyotathon
Toyotathon
should
instead of
be
President's
Jan
Day.
1.
Okay.
Because it'll no longer, Jan 1 is now the middle of the year because we've started with a New Year's into the summer. Well, I think this is great.
Happy Honda Days. Congratulations. You now have all of September.
Yeah, honestly, well, to me, Honda Days assumes winter for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, I could see that.
Okay.
Although Honda Days, I guess, should be in the... Okay, here's what we do. Honda Days is July 4th. July 4th is August 3rd. Because you do want... It's like, oh, it's sunny. I want to buy a car roll with the windows down.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, there's nothing like it.
There's nothing
Country
quite like
music?
it. Yeah, country music.
Passover, you get to continue to be on your own little weird solo calendar. You'll just be wherever the fuck you want to be.
That's right. Do we want to move the seasons? While we're on it, I just figure we should discuss if we want to
Yeah.
move some seasons around.
Interesting.
Or
Okay.
do we want to lengthen any months?
Oh, I certainly do. I
know?
would say, what's the best month? June is good.
So June is sort of, I like the idea of we start the year over in May, and then
That's a
June is
long-
like 70 days.
It's a hefty month.
It's a hefty month. Because then I think it'll be like, well, we have all of June to get all the stuff we wanted to get done.
June.
Yeah, Mega June.
Mega June is fun.
Maybe Mega June, because honestly, June, July, it's like they both start with J. I always get confused.
Yeah.
Let's do 1 month.
Okay.
June.
June.
July is canceled. June is 60 days.
Yeah.
This is actually really good. 11 months. I think that's perfect. People are going to love that. And then maybe September. Oh, you know, what should we do short?
Yeah, which one
December
needs to be
should
short?
be like 14 days. Especially because we're moving Christmas to January.
Should we add a month or
Well,
two?
but to me, if we're going to add a month, we have to take away.
So we took away July.
We want to change a month. March. To me, January, February, March, April, May. March or May has to go.
And by the way, thank you for saying that, because as a kid, I
Yeah, I'm
always
like,
confused.
what?
They're two
Yeah,
MA,
the two MA,
and
it's too
they're
confusing.
apart by one. So
Yeah.
fucking. And March, I think, reads aggressive.
I agree. I
Oh,
think
you're marching at me?
yeah.
Whoa.
I agree. And it's also confusing. It's like March of the Penguins. Like, what did that happen in the month of March?
So what is this, a penguin
How
month all
about
of
we
a
change
sudden?
the month of March to Victoria?
Yes. I love
The
it.
11th of Victoria?
And that is because we're also nearing the end of our new year.
That's exactly right.
Right.
And by new year, I mean the new year that we have established. So the month of Victoria.
I think that's good.
This is a month in which you count all of your accomplishments. You spend the entire month of Victoria
Yeah.
saying, here's what I have done well,
Right.
here's what I still need to do, and my final sprint towards the end of the year. And at the end of Victoria,
That's the
on
final.
Victoria's Eve, this
Yeah.
is our new holiday,
Oh, I like that. Victoria's Eve.
we meet in the public square
Yes.
and we award one little young boy and one young girl the Victoria champion.
Oh, we crown one. It's like the Hunger Games. Seems like we're sort of starting a dystopian society.
But you didn't let me finish. Then
Interesting.
the elects that we choose fight for the honor of their
There it
neighborhood.
is. And there it is. And there it is. I think that all of this is really good, except what Zach said. And I think
who do we
it'll-
talk to about this?
I don't
who
know.
Do
we
who
could
do submit
petition.
this to?
Could this be on the ballot? I honestly feel like the Trump administration will go for it.
I think that we've got an in.
We've got it in there
Yeah.
for some insane.
New Secretary of Calendar, Miles Bonsignore.
Would love to be the Secretary of Calendars. Hey guys, this year's going to be really short. Just arbitrarily changing shit.
That's how he holds on to the presidency forever. Is he just changes.
It changes how
Calendar.
long years are.
This year actually hasn't ended yet.
Yeah, exactly right.
We got a couple more years in this year.
We're going to add 14 months in the year. And that way it sort of extends the process.
Okay, we got one more cha-cha slide.
Can you
Let's go.
imagine
Here we
all of this from a little cha segment?
That's right.
You never know where we're gonna go.
You never know.
what you're going to get.
This is my personal favorite, Chatterbox.
Well, and what is that?
Tell me more.
Yeah.
A Chatterbox? You don't know Chatterbox?
Well, I know that like a chatterbox is somebody who talks a lot.
Yeah.
Like I'm a chatterbox. I
No.
feel. Oh, excuse me.
Miles, no.
What?
You talk the right amount.
You don't think I'm a chatterbox?
No one in this room.
I'm not meaning it derogatory.
No one in this room thinks you talk too much.
Jesus.
No one.
I think that I talk for a living. So
That's nice.
pretty nice.
My job, talking.
I'm a chatty guy.
I'm a chatter.
But yeah, I think chatterbox is 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I think they're
people who aren't chatty, I can't handle it.
No.
So
Hey, how are you doing? Fine.
I'm good. It's like, I'm also good.
Yeah,
And
like-
I just sort of do it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just sort of monologuing sometimes.
Sometimes I just go on, and
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear how they're doing. It's not that I'm not trying to talk about myself. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm curious how they're doing too.
Yeah.
But some people don't want to divulge.
Yeah.
To
So
me.
we're just to be clear, we're putting chatterboxes above tchotchkes.
Yeah,
Yes,
for me, definitely.
For me, definitely.
Easy.
I could chat forever. I can only look at an item so long. Hello, Keith.
Yay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Keith Habersberger.
Welcome to the podcast. Keith, we fixed calendars. We're moving some holidays around.
We did decide to
Add-
move around some stuff.
1 month is now absorbed another. We kind of big day.
That sounds like a pretty big day.
Huge day, Keith. Did you do a little blood draw?
You got your blood drawn.
I'm a blood drawn.
Let's go.
I just assumed
Were
this
you
is-
brave? Were you the brave little boy?
I was brave. Not only was I brave, I even told the person doing it, they're like, how are you with this? I'm like, I'm fine. I can even watch. I mean, I don't have to.
I always like to watch. I think it's fun.
It's good. And also, it was a skinnier needle than I feel like the last time.
Okay, I got
And
my blood
I felt
drawn.
so happy about that because I was expecting one of those big boys.
Yeah,
and it
oof.
was like a little guy.
I got my blood drawn 2 days ago, twins, and it was so nothing. It was the lightest it had ever felt, and I assumed it was the skill of my clinician, and I complimented him. I was like, let me tell you, I've got my blood drawn a couple times. That is the finest blood drawn I've ever felt. And he's like, thank you. And I was like trying to amp him up.
Yeah.
He was not having it. He was not taking my praise.
He didn't say, oh, tiny needles nowadays.
Yeah, you should have said something. We were just talking about chatterboxes. To me, I say something like that to a blood guy, and I want him to be like, oh my God, thank you.
I wanted him to be like, honestly, that means a lot.
Yeah.
You made my day.
You changed my life. You changed lives left and right.
I'm
you
out
changed
here.
my life with this compliment.
I'm out here doling out praise. I expect a little praise for my praise.
I agree.
You know, I realized I did this today. I kind of approached going to the blood labs like I do going to the dentist.
Yeah.
Whereas like I knew I wasn't hydrated enough. So I tried to chug a Gatorade on the way there. It was basically the equivalent of flossing.
Yeah, right
before the dentist, like, oh no, I got to make sure they think I'm really trying. Because I was like, oh dang, Becky and we had some wine last night. So I'm like, oh, that's not smart. And then I had the coffee. I'm like, I've only had dehydration liquids for the last 14 hours. So I was like, chugged a whole bottle of water and had a thing of Gatorade, which means, of course, I had to pee 3 times at the doctor's office. And I still wasn't hydrated enough for it to take only one prick. We had to go twice.
I'm always worried about that. Whenever I go, they're like, you're so dehydrated. I'm like, tell me something I don't know.
Yeah,
Be nice
guess
to me.
what? It's hard to fit water.
It's
in.
hard to get there.
It's
We're
hard to get it in
tall.
the
There's a lot
day.
of liquid.
Yeah, it's got so far to go. By the time it gets all the way around, it's dried up.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I went to the doctor recently and they used to just ask, like, do you drink, do you smoke, and that's it. Now they're like, okay, do you exercise? Okay, do you stretch? Okay, do you do weights?
You're getting older
Do
now.
you,
Yeah,
and I'm just like,
whoa.
okay, the bar is getting too high.
Because
for
as a
me.
child,
This is too much.
they know you're exercising because you're a lunatic.
Yeah.
Children are just running around.
Yeah.
They have
That
to.
kid's getting plenty of
Yeah,
exercise.
Keith, I'm so glad you're here because I have 2 pressing questions.
Okay.
Becky told me 2 secrets.
This is Keith's favorite game. I'm
I
curious.
guess they're not secrets anymore. Aren't
I
they?
know.
Now that we're telling our podcast producers them.
What is the secret? I'm so interested.
Well, okay, so one is that she told me to ask you about the time you saw a ghost.
true.
Okay, speed round is worked at a place. It was a spooky old place. It was attached to a church. I was unloading equipment late at night, and I couldn't stop staring at these 2 doors because my brain kept telling me someone's about to exit those doors, but there's no one exiting the doors. When I went down to the ground floor, I went outside. The guy I worked with, who always talks about the ghost, was like, "Oh yeah, the house, it's active tonight. I can sense it." And I was like, "Well, I don't like hearing that." And he's like, "And since the ghosts have been fucking with your other employees who are here normally, they'd helped you unload. Can you just do it all yourself?" And I was like, "Okay." And I did it. So I went up and down the elevator, and every time the elevator was closing, I was looking at the 2 doors, and I'm like, "Well, they're gonna open," and they never did, obviously.
Oh, that's so spooky.
That's
I
so scary.
I felt like I was being watched
Oh my God.
the whole time that I was doing these activities. And then there were other times where like somebody saw a little girl looking at them at the mirror, and then they had never heard any of these ghost stories, and they came back and reported it to us saying like, I saw a little girl, and I turned and she wasn't there, and I'm very confused because it's not camp time, because there's camps sometimes that happen at this place. And the guy's like, oh, you saw the little girl who died in the bathroom. And like, so that place was full of them.
Oh my God.
Full of the ghosts.
That's so fucking
It's an
spooky.
old, like, Catholic-owned structure full of ghosts.
I want to do ghost stuff.
You can do it.
Let's do it, Miles. Greenlit.
Greenlit ghost stuff.
Miles fucks with ghosts.
I prove that ghosts are fine and real.
You make friends with the ghost?
Honestly, I make
Allies?
besties with a ghost.
Yeah.
I made besties with the
Or
ghosts.
like I do it. We could, you know what you could do? We could do Keith eats the menu in the most haunted asylum, and like,
eats
you could do a food for that.
I'll redo Taco Bell,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
in the spookiest place.
There's a guy actually on TikTok who I saw. He has a mobile video game setup in like Starlink, and he lives out of a van. He'll go to like terrifying forests and play like games at night. He'll set up a whole PC setup, and it'll be like the darkness of the forest behind him, and he'll play horror video.
No.
So scary.
That is too spooky.
Yeah. And he's like playing, and he's like, "Hello," like taking his headphones off, like getting scared.
That's funny.
That's great.
I believe that we don't understand everything about the world around us.
Yeah,
I don't know
totally
if that
agree with
means there's ghosts or what, but I do believe that there's still lots of mysteries around us all the time. Maybe those are magic.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. And I also think that there's supposedly like a lot of these old haunted houses, they have found like bad leaky gas, like you know, that filters into the house, and it's like, this house is haunted. Every family that's ever moved in has like seen shit, and it's like, oh, sometimes those houses have like carbon monoxide, massive carbon monoxide leaks, so people are like, I saw a ghost, like they're getting fucked up.
No, you're poisoned.
I started getting sicker and sicker living here.
It's like, you did.
And when I moved away, I was fine. I was like, well, maybe.
I did, by the way. Okay, this is kind of fucking crazy, but I did listen. I found, how the hell did I find this? I want to say, I actually don't remember how I found it, but it was maybe spookier. There's a podcast I listened to that's a guy who investigates paranormal stuff, and it's a podcast, and like he interviews the people, and he did like an 8-part series on this family in Toronto who were haunted. And it was the scariest shit ever. And the podcast is like 150 episodes. Like he interviews all sorts of people. And he was like, before we get into this one, like this is like the scariest one I've ever done. I interviewed these people like for a while. They were really reticent to talk to me. And eventually they did. And they just told all these stories about like them living in this house and seeing shit and like their alarms going off. And then they had like this local family of they were like local indigenous Canadians, you know, not Canadians, but whatever. And they were like, they didn't pay these people. They just asked like, can we come to your house and like do a ceremony? And then they did, and all this weird stuff happened. And it was like, it's like This American Lifestyle, like grounded, like the interview. There's no spooky music. It's literally just like these people being interviewed. And
our story today is a family.
Yeah, it was fucked
might
up.
be haunted.
And I listened to it and I was like, maybe ghosts are real. Like, I don't know. It was such a compelling, and these people were like, I don't fucking believe in this shit. Like, I don't know, until this happened to me. Like,
And you don't remember what it's called, so you can't plug it right now.
We'll put it in the link. We'll put it in the description.
We'll put it in the description.
I'll find it.
But there was a second question for me.
Yes.
From Becky. A
second question,
secret.
and let's actually order lunch before I get to the second secret.
With love. Where the hell does that go?
Yeah. What?
Zach ran to the bathroom while you guys were ordering lunch, and now Bowie has replaced him. I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
Someone must be talking about you.
Is that what that means?
That's what they say whenever I sneeze.
I thought ears were burning.
Oh, I thought that was it too. But your ears, my ears are always kind of burning. They always kind of get a little.
Talking about
they're talking about
maybe
you all
ears
the time.
burning is bad.
Yeah.
Sneezing is good because it kind of feels good when you sneeze.
It does.
I agree.
feel
Oh
good.
my God, sneezing feels so. We've talked about this before, but
Yeah, it's like a little head orgasm or something.
Zach
Zach.
just came in and gave a really pointed stare.
Bowie.
Bowie knew
What
it was
up,
wrong.
baby?
Come here, Bo.
Have you guys seen the thing where if you dream about someone, it means that they are thinking they have a crush on
It
you?
means they want to fuck you.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. If you
I
dream
love
about
it.
someone, it means they're thinking about you.
Yeah.
How crazy would it be if you dreamed about someone, you were like, I dreamed about you, and they're like, wait, me too. Like we had the same dream. That I do think is made like Inception style.
I
Yeah.
have lots of dreams within dreams. And I have
Whoa.
definitely had a dream within a dream where I woke up and I like turned to Becky and I was like, I was dreaming about this. She's like, I was dreaming about that too. Oh my gosh. We were having the same dream. Let's go back to sleep and keep dreaming that. And then I in the dream go back to sleep and continue dreaming that. But of course it's all one dream. Or
That's
someone's
crazy.
incepting me.
Yeah, they might.
And
be
it must be
incepting
Becky.
you. Becky's incepting you.
Becky.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He's getting,
It wasn't blood at all. I woke up like this.
He put the thing in.
My dreams are just absurd. We talk about them all the time. I'm not going to talk about them.
them.
I'm not talking about them. But they're crazy.
I wish I remembered my dreams.
I remember 90% of them.
Oh my God, I had a crazy thing happen yesterday. This was crazy. I was in the middle of a crazy dream, and all of a sudden, and Sarah was just dead asleep too, and we both wake up, and Julian is standing by Sarah's bed going, Mama. And we were like, what the fuck? And we like got up, and it was the first time he had ever done it. He escaped from the crib, left his room, and came and got us in our room. So it was so.
That's monumental though, because I
That-
remember that as a kid.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what little adventure did you have before you came
I know.
here?
I looked at the monitor and it was like he had just left, and by the time he got us, it was like only 60 seconds.
That would freak me the fuck out.
It was scary. We were like in the middle of the night, like, what the fuck? I think he had a nightmare. He was like scared. But it was a crazy thing where you looked at it and he was like, it was like a heist. Like he like put his leg up and he could have fell over and hurt himself, but he did it so carefully. And then he like shimmied on the crib and then like spun his body and got down perfectly.
That's
So what
so
now?
cool.
Now the dam's broken.
Now it starts. I mean, this morning when he woke up, we like saw on the monitor and we are like, go get him right now. I don't want him to get like in a habit of trying to get out and then successfully doing it. So we know he can do it, but we don't think he will do it always.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, Henry started to try to climb out of his playpen. He's like, if I stand on this toy,
Yes, right.
I'm taller.
We
and I
had to
could put my
lower the
foot up."
gates of the prison. We basically took out the supports
Yeah.
of the mattress, put it on the
Right.
floor so that way
Yep.
it's like a little bit lower because both of our boys going to be tall boys.
I know. Already I keep looking at him like, how'd you get so tall?
Exactly.
Your whole head is above the playpen.
Yeah.
I remember when you couldn't reach it.
Aw.
Your hands couldn't reach the top, and now your head is staring at me. Your whole head is just looking at me, going, "Da da." No,
Probably
we're in no land.
Try guys try Prison Break.
Fun.
Ooh,
We put you guys in maximum security prison,
Yeah.
and you have to try to break out.
I have 1 year
You have 1 year
to escape.
You have 1 year to escape, and while
It's a
you're in there, you
1-year
can
project.
shoot. Yeah, you vlog while you're in there.
Keith,
yes. Here we go.
I heard that you have a notes app that is notable.
Oh,
You have a notes app that's notable.
Becky, at night when I'm falling asleep, right before I fall asleep, I might open my notes app and write something down.
Oh.
But a lot of the time it's just to-do lists.
And is
Most
it-
of them are
Is it
to-do
one
lists.
single notes app?
No, there's billions of notes.
Oh, okay.
Billions and
Billions
billions.
of ideas and thoughts,
and
that
some
you've
of them
had.
are straw hat.
What was that referring to?
Probably I was trying to remember. I needed to get the straw hat. Like,
Yeah, sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night, you write a note down, you go, this is about to change the fucking world.
I literally wrote down 10, 15, 24. Call 911.
That's,
Oh, that's scary.
I think I was doing a bit.
you must have been doing
I
a
must
bit
have been
and
doing a
showing the
bit where
camera.
I did that and showed the
Yeah.
camera, call 911.
I think I've told you on the podcast, but the devastating story where I lost all my notes.
Oh, yes.
And it's
Right.
like when you just showed and scrolled through your notes, I just had a pang of hurt.
Oh.
How long did how did that possibly happen?
That went back to college.
How did they go away?
I don't want to talk about it.
crossbody.
That's kind of sick.
This is just a running reminder list.
Yeah.
That's
and
kind of
then
what mine are too.
I'm trying to find an interesting one because sometimes I do write.
Straw Hat's pretty interesting.
That is kind of interesting.
Sometimes I write like song lyrics, right, or something, but these all look super fucking boring. But there's got to be a good one. I'll come back to you.
All right, we've got one more segment before we do the last segment,
Hell yeah.
which is who would we be in this group of people?
Okay.
Flash
Oh,
this
really
group.
funny.
Hold on, I got one. Animals the musical.
That is good. I think
I
it'd be
think
great.
it was
see
supposed to be like a parody of The Lion King, but animals.
That sounds great. Honestly, just like it's like almost Madagascar style, like they're all trying to escape
and
the
then
zoo.
clearly I was thinking I had a song in my mind. So I wrote horn-billed nonsense song 6/8 time. So I provided the meter, which
Oh my
means
gosh.
bum 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 bum. And then I wrote skiva da ba dooba da ba bing bong. Skiva da ba dooba da ba bing bong.
That's so good.
Oh my gosh.
That is an award-winning note.
Yeah.
I actually think that, by the way, Animals the Musical has to be written. It's so fucking
This
funny.
is one word, by the way. SKEEVADABADOOBADABA. Skiva dabba dabba.
Bing bong.
Yeah. Skiva da ba dooba da ba bing bong. Which is,
Bing bong.
unfortunately, that's not in 6/8 time.
No,
That's in 4/4.
I think that's a really good note. And
Yeah,
you have to
so
write that musical.
that is the type of thing I think Becky's referring to.
I think that is a really award-winning note, and I'm now thinking about Animals the Musical. And I'm getting excited.
Yeah.
Public domain show. Take something public domain and make it dumber.
I also, by the way, the Internet
That's good.
Archive. I've been going around on the Internet Archive at just like old, like what's called Prelinger archives. There's like all this old movie footage and stuff.
Oh.
You can do a lot with a little bit.
I
You
just
can do
watched
a lot.
Cadet Kelly on the Internet Archive,
Wait, what's Cadet Kelly?
the Disney Channel original movie.
is for some reason archived on the Internet Archive.
Why?
Interesting.
Wow.
The whole movie's on there.
That's
But like
crazy.
Peter Pan, you can make any version of Peter Pan you want.
Yeah.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, Peter Pan's old enough. You can just make Peter
Oh.
Pan.
Peter Pan.
You can just make Cinderella. You can just almost every Disney movie. You can just make your own.
Winnie the Pooh also.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh is available. Steamboat Willie.
But like all those Cinderella, a lot of them are like Grimm's fairy tales.
That's
Like,
true.
These are old.
yeah, that's
old.
honestly now I'm like wanting to do that. That's really fun.
Yeah, you can make anything.
Perfect person interviews
Cinderella.
Peter Pan.
Interviews. Yeah, Peter Pan, but sexy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's
like
make
sexy Peter Pan. That'd be a good show.
Yeah, that's not a bad show.
Okay, so
Maybe it is. He's like a boy forever.
I guess that's a good point.
Yeah, but it'd
Yeah,
be like the
that's
OCs, like a hot
Okay.
teenager.
Peter Pan all growed up.
Now
Peter
we're
Pan all
talking.
growed up.
You remember the Rugrats all grown
Yeah.
up? It was the orange VHS.
It was not good. Yeah,
I loved it. You didn't like it?
I don't think it did well.
I loved it. I was like 13.
You like the all grown up?
I loved Rugrats.
I didn't like
but
the show. I liked the movie.
I never watched that.
Oh, it was a one-off special.
It was
Didn't
a
they
one-off
get, like,
movie,
locked
and
in a
then
closet?
they spun it into a TV show.
Didn't they get like locked in a closet and they imagine themselves as
Yeah,
adults?
pretty much. Yeah. But it was like they imagine themselves, but like they're actually all teens.
Mhm.
And then they spun it into a TV show. But the movie was sick because Tommy had purple hair.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
And it was fun. Yeah.
The older I get, the more I relate to Stu Pickles, let me tell you.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's only like 30.
Oh.
Stu?
Yeah.
Stu is like 30,
Oh my God.
and
Jesus.
I was like, oh man,
I'm Stu?
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, you're Stu.
I'm Dee Dee.
That's crazy,
You
dude.
got your own business. You're trying to get off the ground.
Yeah, I
You've
do.
got children running around escaping their playpens.
That's, yeah, dang. That's fucked up. I can't believe I'm Stu Pickles' age.
well, speaking of, what if we were dances? What dances would we be?
I love this.
If we were a dance,
What does
we
it say
already-
on your? Does it say this on your? Can we read it verbatim off your
Is this
notes
your
app?
notes app?
Does it say what if we were segment idea? What if we were dances? Yeah, who would we be in this group of people? What dances are we? Loving that.
So again, what would we be in this group of people?
because it's not a group.
What dance are we?
Zach would be the nene.
Yeah.
Oh my God, thank you.
Keith would be the what's
Jitterbug.
it? The what's this
Macarena?
one? The Macarena.
You think I'd be the Macarena?
I feel like it's classic.
Yeah.
Technically, it's proficient.
Sometimes cringe, but always popular.
That's exactly right.
Everybody knows it.
Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it.
Pro tip, and we've been doing this a lot lately. You're at a wedding, you're at a dance club, you're anywhere. A song is playing. It could be any song. It could be WAP. It could be Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
Start doing the Macarena to the song, to the whatever, the
To the beat.
to the beat of that song. So
Yeah, that's good.
baby, when the
Yeah.
and you do that,
Whoa.
and you get everybody going with you. It is.
Whoa.
It's fun. We
I
did
love
it
that.
yesterday as
Yeah.
a bit.
That's huge.
Literally
gosh.
yesterday we did the
You guys were at the
Macarena.
club?
You know, we
went to the
club.
shoot.
We club from time to time.
Yeah, we're always at the
I'm
club.
sorry that we didn't call you.
I would have loved to have been called to the club.
Yeah.
If you're going to the club and you guys are going to party out, then I want to go.
What dance?
Espresso martini?
You know, I went to a club
You did?
recently.
Were
and
you-
it
were you
was
at the
weird.
club?
I went to the club.
What club?
This is now 2 years in a row for Maggie's birthday.
Oh.
We've spontaneously clubbed.
Oh my
It
God.
was
Oh.
Crazy.
a
That's amazing.
non-premeditated club.
You're
So
like, should we go to the club? And then you go?
literally, yeah.
That's unbelievable.
What club did you club?
We went to a like Sunset Boulevard.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
club.
What were you doing there?
So we had
How many
like,
masks were you wearing? 13?
seriously.
You got hepatitis walking in.
My sister knew the DJ.
Oh shit! So you behind the DJ booth?
Were you
then.
in the booth?
We were at the DJ's private table
Wow.
next to the booth.
Wow.
So
But
funny.
it was like so this was club, and I have not been to a club
Yeah.
in a long time.
Such a funny conversation.
And then you're in, and are you like vodka Red Bull?
Oh
like,
no, it is. We are at a bottle service table.
Man,
and,
that's
and
funny.
Someone keeps coming.
tonight?
We actually had the most disinterested man of all time,
Oh.
who would just kind of come and like pour a drink and be like, "Sup, what you?" And then they kept trying to take our drinks away
Why?
because they want to
Sell you a new one.
Give you the new one and
Bottle,
keep pouring
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I had a drink, big deal.
Let's go,
Zach had some
Zachy.
Here we
alky.
go. He's out of control.
Had a little
He's out of control. He's out of
little
control.
orange juice vodka.
Oh.
It was just what
That's
they
all
fucking-
they serve you. The drink
I hate
selection
bottle
there
service.
is so bad.
No, it's
like,
terrible.
would you like a bunch of juice
Yeah.
and one type of alcohol? Like, I don't want. First of all, I don't want vodka.
No.
Second of all, I don't want sugar juice right now.
Yeah.
And then no one else ever wants to get an interesting. I'm not that I ever go clubbing, but no one
Yeah.
else wants like
A
whiskey.
cocktail.
Like even it's like if we have only one thing, can we have it be whiskey so I
Yeah.
can drink it with ice and that's it?
It's like I don't want to pay $500 for an orange juice and vodka that I pour myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel nice to me.
Yeah.
But so you're at the club,
yeah.
and are you sort of like
We were there
Did you
for
have-
like
did you-
45 minutes.
Hell yeah.
perfect time to be at the club?
Yeah, maybe we were there for an hour. The DJ that we knew was great, and then another DJ came on. I would say he was less great,
Oh, interesting.
and he sang over his song, and I would say he was nice. But the dancers were killing it.
there were club dancers.
There were club dancers,
like not on the floor, like they were accompanying dancers.
like standing on top of the DJ booth.
Go dancers of sorts.
Go
Oh,
dancers,
man,
but
that's
one was
cool.
the best. Okay, because this was right after. Oh, it was Dia de los Muertos that we
oh,
went.
nice.
And so one of them was wearing this like classic, sexy number, but with a lot of feathers.
Yeah.
But then over her head, she was wearing a headband that had a floating skeleton head. And so you were like mesmerized
Oh,
by the
yeah.
skeleton head, and you're basically watching a way too tall, sexy skeleton dance.
Yeah.
It was.
That's so cool.
But the lasers were good. I would say overall, not for me.
Try Guys Go to the Club. How's that for a video?
Okay, that writes itself.
Okay, going to the club, waiting in line.
Our guys go to the club for the last time.
That's really good
Guys,
because
the
that's like I
last
don't
time
know.
we're ever going. We got to go all the way out.
This had that feeling to me.
Yeah.
This felt like it was the end of the Fresh Prince when he's standing in the living room and he just goes like, so long.
Yeah.
That was me at the club being like, I don't miss this.
No, that's
Yeah.
not my environment typically.
I was at a wedding recently and I was dancing, and the DJ at the wedding was awesome. We were
Yeah.
dancing hard. Only complaint, he cut half of Turn Down for What. I'm like, you can't do that.
Oh, no,
Oh.
You got to play the whole thing.
Play it full
You got to
out.
let us turn down for what. But it was
Forgot
great.
about
And they were
that
like,
song.
okay, we're gonna go to a dance club to keep the party going. I'm like, okay, that sounds kind of fun.
Yeah.
We get there, it's a long line. I do literally walk up to the door and was like, I don't. What's the deal with skipping this line? Can I do it? I'm very famous. And he's like, I don't care. I'm like, cool. And then I left. And he's like, he said you could pay.
You pay to skip?
You could pay to skip. And I was like,
No.
I got 12 people. No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, right.
That's fine. There's a taco truck. We'll get tacos while I wait in line. And we
That's
did that.
the real
We stood
club.
in line, and then we
That's
got
nice.
in, and I was like, oh yeah, this is only for 22-year-olds.
Yeah, it's a party. For
And
a certain,
they're having
you know-
fun, and me being here, I think, is making it less cool. So I went and we took our entire wedding party. We went into the billiards section of it and just sat and hung out, and that was actually great.
Oh, that's really
But
fun.
we weren't on the dance floor at all. Couldn't even see the people dancing.
Yeah.
And
More importantly, they couldn't see you. And that is called protecting the vibes.
I also realized though that weddings are the only clubs I want to go to.
Yeah.
Because the wedding's the best club. It's all your friends.
You
It's
know
like
people,
yeah.
and even if you don't know the people, you're all there for the same reason.
open bar.
Yeah, open bar, good DJ that's only going to play stuff that's good for our generation because
Yeah.
it's your friends getting married.
How do you feel about me throwing a club night
Yeah, absolutely.
at my house?
Well,
And I
interesting.
turn and I smoke machine and lasers.
Yeah.
Hey, yes.
But we all commit to the idea
But
that
it's the club.
this is a club.
That's fun.
The
I
music
like
is going to
the
be
idea.
blasting.
Yeah, I like that idea a lot.
If you want to have a smoke, quote unquote, outside to go talk to someone, you can. But otherwise, we're in the
We're in the
club.
club.
We all fam.
I think that's a good idea. You just need to prepare yourself for everyone to go hard.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you coming?
I would go hard.
Are you ready for there to be fireworks in your living room? Because I'm going to put sprinklers.
Sprinkler.
I'm going to put sparklers
That's right.
on all the bottles.
Are
Well,
you
of
ready
course.
for someone to get shoved? Because that's the
Oh,
club environment.
Well, I'm gonna fight someone.
Good. Keith's gonna be the go-go dancer,
Yes. Happy birthday, Tim.
That's so.
bringing in the sparklers.
Uh-huh. I would love to do that. That's a good video, actually.
We
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
guys become the club bottle
Sparkler.
service people.
That's what wowed me when we were in Vegas. Is the sparkler dancers?
They're
True.
nonstop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
The next one is Oh, and Miles is the thrust that he always does, I feel like.
What's that?
Your
The
dance.
dancing one.
Oh, you're a little weird,
The
humpy.
Oh,
dance.
my this move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
That's upsetting.
sort of people when they see that dance, they go, "Are you having a panic attack?" They're sort of confused, but I'm clearly thrusting.
Yeah.
I'm obviously. What spices are we?
Oh, it's got to be coming.
Cumin is the funniest.
You
spice.
give me paprika vibes.
I actually am honored by that. And I know that means that you're allergic to me, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
I want you, but you hurt my tummy.
Yeah. Whoa.
Mustard. The
That's
powdered
a-
mustard.
Oh, powdered mustard. I was going to say mustard as a spice. I think mustard is universally beloved. As
Also, pro tip, you got to start putting powdered mustard in almost everything you make.
Really?
well. Ooh.
It's a good little, it gives just a little bit of that
Kick.
mustardness to
Ooh.
everything. So it's so good with your vegetables.
I was looking for any other adjective.
Yeah. How do you describe mustard? Tart? Sour?
sort of tart. It's mustard. It's literally mustard seeds.
It's zestily.
I once was like, when I found out, I was like, how do you make mustard? And they're like, from the mustard plant. I thought they were pulling my leg.
Yeah, it's mustard seed and they add some vinegar
Yeah.
and then grind it up.
That's so
Interesting.
good.
That's
Mustard
it.
fucking
Huh.
rules.
That's it.
Zach would be mayo.
Fuck that.
No, he's not mayo.
I'm not fatty
That's not a
enough for
spice.
that.
No spice.
I know what I want to be. I know what I think I am.
Yeah, tell me.
Whole peppercorns.
Yes, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Low fat salt.
I want to be garlic powder. I think I am onion powder.
Oh, onion
I
powder
think
is
that's
delicious though.
Onion powder is good.
That's in everything I make. Everything I make has salt, pepper, garlic
Mustard.
powder, onion powder, mustard powder,
Yeah.
and paprika.
Those are all good. So yeah, that's
I'm
a
onion
beautiful
powder
marriage.
because I love a shortcut.
yeah, to make it an
Don't have
onion.
to cut up onions. I sometimes put onion powder on my onions.
Whoa.
When I'm
That's-
sauteing onions.
That's a hat on
That's
a hat.
interesting. Oh, that's it's sort of like an end cut to be like, this is going to taste so much like onions. You're
Yeah.
going to be
a
wowed.
little more onion.
Love that.
A little more onion.
One more zoo animals, but in this situation, there's no cages, so we would all interact. But
Oh, so
nobody's
like-
gonna die.
We're all zoo
Meat.
animals and we're
Pig.
just wild in the wild.
Sick.
Pig, bear,
Yeah.
penguin, giraffe. No,
I was thinking I would be like a meerkat.
you saying meerkat?
Yeah.
It's got to be pig.
For
That's
you?
a- No.
One.
I would love to be a pig. Guys, Maggie had a, this is again about her birthday. It was a petting zoo birthday.
Oh, it looks so fun.
And there was a little baby pig, and he had the zoomies. The pig had the zoomies and ran around, and also we played soccer with the pig.
I keep threatening to
You
say that
kicked
I'm
the
going to get a
pig?
pig. Wait, what do you mean by that?
You kicked the pig?
No,
How?
we played soccer against the
Oh,
pig.
okay.
Oh,
The
was
pig,
it-
the
was he
pig
good?
chased the ball and would like kick it back to us.
How about you lose?
I went to a pig cafe in Japan when I was
Really?
there. And we sat there. I mean, there's not really much cafe happening. Like you sit there and there's a bunch of pigs. It's
Yeah.
adorable. But the pigs came, and I've threatened to Sarah often that I'm gonna get a pig. And I'm like, well, we got to get a pig. After Birdie, we've got a dog, get a little pig.
Gotta
And
get a pig.
she hates it. But we got and what I didn't realize is that pigs make horrible noises.
Yeah.
They go, no, like at rest. Like they're not even squealing. They're like doing a gnashing teeth sound that is so horrifying. And they're really cute though. They kept coming up into our lap, and then they were fighting. They were like mad because someone was getting more attention.
Pig tried to eat my shoelaces.
Yeah, but they're cute though. They're really
Yeah.
cute.
You do
How
have
big were
licorice
they,
for
though?
shoes.
They
Are
were
they baby
itty bitty.
pigs?
They were mini pigs.
Yeah, that was
whatever.
my
Okay.
pig as well.
Yeah, they were mini pigs at this pig cafe in Japan.
I had a
that I went
buddy
to.
who had a
Piglets.
teacup pig.
Oh,
they don't-
that doesn't
And
exist,
it
right?
was
Real.
not, and that pig is about 800 pounds now.
Holy shit! Well, that's like
Wow.
Logan Paul's pig. Or all these influencers got teacup pigs, and then now they're hogs.
They're piglets.
Yeah,
they were just
they're just
piglets.
babies.
They
Yeah,
just lied
exactly.
to you. It was
Yeah.
a baby pig.
Exactly. Pigs
was a
live a long
baby.
time too.
That's crazy.
Babies get big.
They
Yeah.
become hogs.
I think we could all be pigs, actually.
I mean, a pig is a beautiful, smart animal.
They have
We
fun.
love rolling
I
around in our own
think-
shit.
Zach, to me, meerkat is. I like that for Zach. Is
Well,
an
now
energy.
I want to be a baby pig with you.
Rainie, what animal are you?
Mm.
A curious one.
I'm
Oh.
thinking an egret.
Whoa.
I was thinking crane,
Whoa.
which is they're similar.
That's-
Long-legged, curious birds that stand by the pond.
Oh.
Ooh, I like that.
That's my Instagram bio now.
I would kind of like to be a raccoon. I'm always up to something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sneaky, but I'm hot.
Yeah, you're busy.
I'm busy. I'm a busy beaver. But raccoons are fucking cool looking. I just like them a lot.
Heath is something where you go like, what is that? And the zookeeper goes, oh, actually, it's a relative of an
Yeah, it's one of-
antelope.
Like,
but
I was
it's a-
thinking an
Yeah.
antelope relative.
Yeah, I
I was
like
thinking
that.
the exact thing. Is like, oh, it's that thing that sort of has those horns or antlers. What are those? What is he? He's running away.
Yeah, it's a mystery. It's like, what is
he's
that?
actually
Gorgeous
an
animal.
impala.
Uh-huh.
Impala, tame
He's a
impala.
cousin to the impala. It's a Rato.
You ever see-
Rato?
You ever see in those mountain lion cages that there'll be like a dog?
Yes, I love those. I love those things.
Yeah.
And it's like their best friend.
Yeah,
it's,
so-
it's their anxiety dog.
They have anxiety dogs
Yeah.
that basically it's good for this animal. I think there's some sort of cat
Yeah.
to have a dog there that helps them.
Cheetahs have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, cheetahs. Maybe it's cheetahs.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
need
this-
a dog for whatever reason for like emotional support.
At
and
the
they,
San Diego Zoo,
Yeah.
they raise them with dogs.
Yeah,
Got all these exotic animals and also some dogs.
a
Also a
dog.
dog.
Just a common dog.
Well, Miles,
Yeah,
can you
Guide
hit
us.
us with some advice?
I would love to hit you with that advice.
It's advice that'll go for miles. Tune it to your radio station. It's advice that'll go for miles. Everyone get ready, Miles Nation. Miles Nation, go. It's advice that'll go for miles. Advice that'll go for miles.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to operate at peak efficiency?
Yeah.
Do you ever want to be the best version of yourself?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, you do,
Yep.
you little skanks.
Okay.
Because I'm about to pitch to you something that I did recently that changed my worldview.
There it is.
Oh,
O'Reilly.
me puzzling.
Tito.
Open up those drawers and whip it out. I'm talking about cleaning out your drawers.
Yes, I did this a couple weeks ago.
I find that it's easy to put my things away. And I actually teased this advice towards the beginning of the episode.
Very
Okay.
cool. I missed it.
Real ones know. But I went through all my drawers in my studio and then in my home desk, and I sort of started to think about where stuff might go. I haven't cleaned them out yet, but I've started to orchestrate a plan such that the garbage will go in the trash. And my rule of thumb is the Marie Kondo, not only holding it in your hand does it bring you joy, but it's if I find a screw as I'm going through my shit, if I needed that screw down the line, would I put in the effort to find the screw or would I just buy the screw?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't pass that Bechdel test, then it means that I should throw away the screw and just, assuming I might need a screw later, I can buy a screw.
If the two screws can have a conversation without it relating to you, then you keep it. Otherwise,
Yeah, exactly correct. And it's like, that doesn't work with like books. That book goes on a shelf. We can sort things. But if it's an item that I'm like, this is a weird niche, like, screw for a thing I don't even know what it's for, but maybe down the road if I need it, that's garbo to me.
the weird old cables, like obviously sometimes you find a cable and you go, oh, cool, I found a little cube. I'm going to need that.
Yeah.
If you find a cable that you don't know what it's for,
Get it out of
just
there.
get the fuck rid of it.
Because it'd probably be too short anyways. Because I'm always needing
Keith,
longer
we know
cables.
that your backpack is full of cables. You're not the target demo.
I store cables as well, Keith. I do.
But I also so I have a jar of screws.
Yeah.
But I don't know where they go to. And I often go to that jar and pull out stuff that I need. And I find like, oh, I need something. The
Yeah.
jar of screws. But most recently I had these old, I'm just very much let me save this thing in case I need it.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
me too.
I often do find a use for it that is save the day. Because we have a cabinet that doesn't have latches. So how do we childproof this cabinet? Well, there's certain types of things you can do where you get like kind of magnet latches you install inside. But this cabinet just couldn't work because it didn't have a shelf that you could put on it. And I found an old silverware drawer divider, expandable divider that I created a false like wall to be able to create a latch system for it. And I was so proud of myself that I had not thrown this thing away because it was a safe way to do it, a strong way to do it, and we just had it. And suddenly something that was like,
Nice.
I'm going to have to figure out, this is going to take me a week to order something and figure out how to build it. I solved it.
Well, I think that
I solved it.
I'll say that I love this idea. Specifically, hardware and tools I almost always keep.
Yeah.
But if it's like a weird like protector on an outlet that I don't even have anymore,
Yes, I'll get rid of that.
Then it's like that's trash.
If
But
it is
yeah.
trash, it should be trash.
And if you have like a tool shed area, like I have like a box of tools and stuff. I mean, I wish I had like a fucking workshop. I grew up and my dad had like a wood workshop.
I have a garage, so that
Yeah,
helps
there
my
you
pack
go.
rat attitude.
I love like a home garage, like tool setup.
Yeah.
That's my dream, is to be able to like go and tinker, because I liked working with tools and stuff. But that's, hey, hopefully down the line for me.
I see it for you.
That would be cool.
You're going to
Stay
get
tuned.
it.
Thanks, guys.
Manifest. Keith, can you do the theme song, but do the animal song in the metric you were talking about?
Hit us with the theme song of the animal musical in the
metric
in
you're
the time
talking
code
about.
metric that you were talking about.
Ski-ba-da, doo-ba-da, dee-ba-da, bing bong.
This is great.
Ski-ba-da, da-ba-da, doo-ba-da, bing bong. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ski-ba-da, da-ba-da, doo-ba-da, bing bong. Ski-ba-da, doo-ba-da, bing bong. Ski-ba-da, da-ba-da, doo-ba-da, bing bong. It's the tripod.
Coming soon to Broadway.
Have a good ass week.